to the map of the military conquest. Because they told you about the Roman empires and when it would be broken at the feet of iron and clay by a single stone hewn without the aid of the hands of man from the side of the mountain. I mean, a woman did it, right? A woman selected him from the congregation of the people because the mountain is symbolic of the nations of the people. So one of them gonna come out of the collective nations of the people and strike the feet of iron and clay and bring down the whole Roman Empire at the end. But remember, when they give you the empires, it start with Babylon at the head, and end with America at the feet.
Wow. Thank you, Chief. I also want to thank Calistro for sending a super sticker. Thank you so much for the offering. God bless you and have a smile on you. Chief, I know it's getting late, and I have one final question if nobody else in the chat has a question. And that is, what is up with the Israeli conflict? What's going over there? I've heard them say Israel last. Go ahead.
That's a distraction.
Okay.
Those people that's talking about the Israel, your Ariel Sharons and your Benjamin Netanyahus, them Khazarians they supposed to be, they using that war to keep the forces from realizing what's going on in the Ukraine that's belligerent to all of the world.
Okay.
Right. That war is true casualties. They don't got no problem with killing. We see that. Right? They started the opposition force. You can't never let that get out your mind that they claiming to be fighting some people that they finance, wrote they constitutions, wrote they operational manuals. All that's written by the Mossad. And the hand selected the leadership to put it all together. The Mossad did that, just like the CIA did to ISIS, or ISIL as Obama called it. And he publicly came out and said, we currently training ISIL troops in the Middle East. And ain't nobody paid him no attention because they never equated ISIL with being the CIA name for ISIS. They never knew that. So to them, they was thinking America was creating a policing force for them people from them people. Okay. All the time they was creating somebody to disgrace the name of the great mother, so we fear matriarchy when they say ISIS.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel that. Yes. Yes.
Only reason you need to fear the great mother is if your ass was bad while she was gone.
See, somebody wants to know, what was Tartaria? Do you know?
West of the Roman Empire.
Oh.
That's what it means.
Okay.
Right. But Tartarian civilization is a common generic term for Atlantean civilization that was global. They want to break it up, just like they tried to tell us that there was Olmecs, Incas, Mayans, and old Mississippians, like they wasn't the same people. They were the same people. They were just in different parts of the land, so they tried to separate them as if they different people. They the same people. They still there. You still got Afro-Mexicans in Mexico.
Yeah.
Been there the whole time. They tell you they never been imported from nowhere. They ain't got no problem telling you they was already here. But why we don't know they was already here? A lot of us don't know that on the West Coast we used to marry tribes from Asia. That's why a lot of Mexicans look Asian. But we did. It's in the logs of the emperors of China of coming over here by ship across the Pacific. It is written in African countries on the western coast of coming over here, bringing wives from royal families of that land to marry into the royal families. All that's recorded information. It's just that it's so scattered that you have to know yourself to know your own history for you to put it all together. Because it's in your DNA code as well, which gives you the key to the Akashic records where you can see what everybody else's code is too.
Will you ever write a book, Chief? Because you're a wealth of knowledge. Several people have asked that.
Um, I, yeah, I'm gonna be doing some serious heavyweight writing when Malachi get home because I gotta do some work with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what Larry and Angel Bay want me to do to help them out, but I do know that me and Dr. Malachi got a whole bunch of writing to do, at least about 100 books.
Wow.
So
Okay. That's going to be amazing. Michael Williams, thank you so much for the Cash App. I'm sorry for the super chat. He wants to know, why did they make the more melanated people slaves that were native to the land?
because we looked like the invaders, they put us both in the same condition. We was POWs. They came with slaves, and then in order for us to do the Kandra War, they slaves got to be master. It was a trick. They scrambled us together, the sardine effect. We think sardines is one kind of fish. It's a whole bunch of different kind of fish. Only way you know that they think they're the same is because they don't got no head and they all stuffed in the can together.
Mm-hmm. 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 You mentioned earlier about the Akashic records. How can you access those or obtain Akashic records?
Look, you got it. It's books to teach you how to activate your ESP. The Akashic record is the written record of the planet. When you activate your extrasensory perceptions like psychometry, you pick up a rock, it's going to tell you a story.
Okay.
You touch a tree, it's going to tell you a story.
Yeah.
If you put your knees and your palms and your forehead to the ground, it's going to tell you a whole bunch of stories. But if your psychic channels are clogged up with modern dogma and bullshit, you can't access them. You got too much debris in the way. It's like trying to walk down a pathway that's covered with trash. And the trash is all the lies they told us along the way.
Chief, you have given us so much information and so much hope about, learning who we are and realizing that we're all going to be wealthy and the matriarchy is going to be restored again. I think we're going to be okay. What do you say?
I know we are. Especially now that we ain't falling for the fear mongering.
Okay.
Because it minimizes the chaos effect. Right. I don't care. You can run 10 cars down Bourbon Street. I bet you New Orleans still partying tonight.
Right.
I just know my people. But they going to be more alert. Somebody else try, he might not come out so good. Because they know what to look for now. Go down there and keep messing around you're going to find out why them projects in New Orleans is not to be effed with. F around and find out. F around and find out. Keep messing with them Indians in New Orleans don't play. They tried to take Mardi Gras for them one time. Didn't go well. Haven't touched Mardi Gras since. This the intricate part of the culture that you can't usurp. You can't stop it. Or you trigger the tribes, because the tribes that don't even go to Mardi Gras wake up. Pissed off. Right? And you gotta remember, they got equivalent in the islands and in Brazil, Los Carnavals, Mexico, Cinco de Mayo, ancestral reverence days.
Wow.
This for ancestral reverence, to show your ancestors that you know who you are and that you have love for the family land. But when you do that, it empowers you as an individual to be yourself, no matter who you're around. So they want us to think Mardi Gras evil. Jazz funerals evil. Jazz funerals is the celebration of a graduation of an elder. What the f are you talking about evil? We used to be happy when we graduated from the book of life. especially when we did something worth celebrating.
Yeah.
Some of us ain't do nothing but be some piece of trash, rotten dog in the street. But some of us really did live a life to be celebrated, and many of them is forgotten now because they've been usurping our culture. But you don't even got to know their name now to feel their energy because the presence is powerful in this era, and they consistently be peeking in on me. What you doing? I'd be like, come on, man, because if I'm talking to y'all around other people, they swear I done lost my mind. But they be there.
They
People
want to
run
know.
by,
Go
they be
ahead.
showing up.
Mm.
What you doing? Did you finish yet? Oh, Pimp C the worst. Out of all the telepathic chiefs, I wish they turned that nigga telepathy off.
Really?
That nigga get on my nerves so bad. Come on, man. You faster than that, man. Brother need to be seen, man. You know brother need to be seen. This ain't how the life of Pimp. Pimp don't supposed to live like this here. I need to be seen. I need to be out in front of my public. And
Mm.
they got me sitting over here waiting and you taking too long.
Mm.
I be like, Pimp, get out my head, man. Leave me alone. You supposed to be dead anyway, nigga. Go act like you dead.
You know who
Come on,
visits me?
man. Come on,
Go
man, man. You know what it is now, man. I need to be seen, man. Look, I need to pop my collar and flip some dollars and show them that the pimp is pimping.
ahead.
Man, I see why Bun B don't be saying nothing. Cause if he get on my nerves, man, I can imagine what he doing to Bun. Don't tell that brother man to hurry up, man. No, he taking too long. You know Pimp need to be seen, man. I ain't never been out the public this long. Man, I had more attention to this when I was elementary. I could
I
tolerate DMX because when he come through, all he do is say, he, he just straight to the point. Get him. He know what I'm doing, so he's just like, get him. ODB, he be on some other stuff. Crazy Horse,
uh-huh.
man. I swear sometimes you sound like Sirius Jones in my ear.
Mm. Mm.
But I
That's
just
pretty
go
amazing.
on. No, it's annoying. It's annoying. Look, I, Triple X, that boy XX Tentacion.
Yes.
I never listened to his music. And then one day he just came in dry and just took over my psyche. And
Mm.
he kept calling me bro. And it was getting annoying, but I didn't know that was a way for his clan to know that he really communicates.
Mm.
Because it started getting on my nerves. So I'm like, quit calling me fucking bro. Why ain't your bro? and I get a message. I get a message when I get done with the live. I'm like, this nigga get on my nerves with this bro stuff. Man, I ain't your bro. And so the youngster say he messaged me and everybody. He said, "Hey, I'm from Triple X Clan. The reason you got annoyed for him calling you bro, because he do that to everybody."
Mm. Mm.
And I was just like, man, some people don't need no psychic telephone.
I was gonna ask you, do you think some of them are literally passed away, or do you think they're using some
No,
telepathy?
because
Telepathy.
Triple X told me, man, they think I'm dead, but I ain't dead. I'm like, I'm
Really?
walking around. I'm like, I'm not dead like you not dead. Like
Dang.
he was going into details of how he not dead. And he
Wow.
was like, I don't mean like, because people be like figuratively speaking since your spirit alive. He was like, no, bro, I'm walking around like you walk around. He said, I just can't be seen right now.
Okay.
Dolph don't never say nothing. He just pop his face in my view and he be
Mm-hmm.
looking at me and then he'll say, and then it'd be like telepathic and it'd be like, remember, blood in my eye. That's all he'll say and he'll go.
Blood in my eye. Mm.
Yeah. It's a reference, the George Jackson reference, the Gorilla Family.
Mm.
When they killed George Jackson in prison and they asked his mama for a comment, all she could say was blood in my eye, which came the title of his book. His posthumous book was named Blood in My Eye because of her statement. And if you go back and you search the iconography from Young Dolph, you're gonna see a pyramid with a red eye on top of it. I mean, blood in my eye from the top, from like whoever it is up there at the top looking down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the hit on Young Dolph was done by the record label. And it was done for two different reasons. One, the only way they can get control of his music is if he died. It was in his contract.
My Lord.
And they had a massive insurance policy on him. But he wasn't aware of the insurance policy.
Okay.
And it was a group, whoever the owner is, they from the Middle East. And they got a group. And they got a list of artists' name in a book. And when the money starts to diminish for the record label, they tell him which artist to get next. I think he was behind the Mo 3. It's a couple of them that Empire Records had a hand in their murder. He did a countdown in the photo slide. If you go to owner Empire Records with rappers, you'll see him. He'll be doing the countdown with the different artists. He's counting how many he's killing.
Whoa.
And so he put the hit on them, but if we can confirm the hit, we can extract them.
Okay.
And so when they put the hit on them, you know, psychological operations is in full effect now. Because Farrakhan said, you want to kill another one of us. It's more than one way to skin a cat.
Absolutely.
But some of them chiefs get on my nerves.
You got people here cracking up.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm just they get on my nerves. Like, that's some annoying stuff. I like Left Eye. I never get any communications from Aaliyah. But Left Eye always be looking at her. And I could see Aaliyah doing stuff like gardening.
Yeah.
And she don't never be dressed provocative or nothing. She have on like this flowing white. Sometimes it be yellow, sometimes it be denim, but the sleeves be cut off. And then she have her hair wrapped up.
Wow. But she doesn't say anything.
She don't talk. She just want it all over with, from what I can ascertain. But Left Eye a little more psychically vocal than Aaliyah.
Somebody asked me who visits me. The only person that I can recall that visits me is Whitney Houston. And she visits me often.
I ain't had a visit from Whitney, and I was researching her case to try to find out if she was extracted or not. Because I couldn't never pick her energy up in the death pool. She wasn't there, but I couldn't pick up any psychic messages from the living either. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know what to think about this. And then we had, like, a lot of people don't know, a couple days before she got murdered, because she didn't kill herself and she didn't accidentally die, she got murdered. There was a guy tried to drown Bobby Christina in the same bathtub.
Heard about that. Yeah.
And nobody never mentioned it now. But remember, she had that boy come from Atlanta to fly in to come get her that day. So he came in on an emergency flight to take her out, and Whitney refused to leave because she tried to get Whitney to go with her. But Clive Davis had Whitney bound by contract. And he was holding some of her money ransom for her to perform at whatever that event that was happening when she was laying up there in that bathtub. But I haven't been able to pick no psychic energy up on her whatsoever.
The only thing she tells me all the time, she's like, go see about my baby. Go see about my baby.
About Bobby Christina?
I often wonder if she was talking about Bobby, but I have met a woman that says she's Whitney's oldest daughter that was sold into child sex trafficking. And we've been friends almost 10 years. And anytime I call her, anytime I hear Whitney's voice, I call her. She is always like something's going on, you know, in her life. So and I feel Whitney's energy real strong. And sometimes, like if I'm going through something, Whitney will, I know it sounds weird, she will literally give me the solution. And I'm like, why am I tapped into you like that?
Bloodlines,
Mm,
family frequencies.
wow.
But you can, once you get to a certain tribal, like a priestess, you being a natural born priestess, then they can tap into you to give you information, whether they on this side or the other side. The mitochondria carries the women's network, the psychic network.
Okay.
And that's why we learn all of the oracle reads to fine tune our psychic talent so that we can understand. We can hear our mamas, like, even when they, like, I hear my mama all the time. If I'm doing something or about to do something that I know I ain't supposed to do,
Yeah.
look, I was going to have somebody do something for me, and I knew I shouldn't have had them do it.
Okay.
My mama talked about me so bad. This has been about 2 months ago. She talked about me so bad, I sat my ass down and told that boy, I don't need you to do nothing.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
And you gonna send that boy out there to do something that you ain't gonna even do it yourself.
Wow.
And she knew I would have did it though. But it was the fact of the matter that she was scolding me from the other side that made me like I'm not gonna pursue that course of action.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
You know, I really believe in the matriarchy, and when I say that, I don't mean it in such a way that I believe in usurping any type of authority from men. I just, but I support the matriarchy, and what I've come to realize, it could be in my particular family, and even in the culture, in the church culture where I grew up, the women are sometimes it seems like are literally despised, and
It's
I don't
not
know
the
what.
women that's despised. It's y'all. Y'all naturally wealthy,
Oh.
and these niggas is poor, and they don't know how to unlock the wealth that's part of who you are.
Okay. Okay.
So they frustrated and angry.
That's deep. How do we teach? So I wouldn't mind teaching them how to unlock the wealth, but what do you say to them?
They gotta understand what relationships is not an ownership right. When you're in a spiritual relationship, you seeking balance, an eternal balance between two people, and it's gonna give you an understanding. You're gonna use your intellectual capacity